Every parent needs to know this one thing that I am talking about in this video. It'll change everything. In fact, it will decrease heartache, improve your communication. I am Nicholeen Peck, and I teach parenting, good communication, all over the world through the lens of the principle self-government. And in this video, I'm giving you a little golden nugget that I hope will change your life and your parenting interactions. Parenting is hard work. In this video, we're going to be talking about some of the struggles that we face in parenting, but also I'm going to be sharing with you a key principle that should change your parenting outcomes as well as how you feel about yourself and your day-to-day life. I'm going to be sharing with you some stories from my personal experiences, things that I have learned that I think could be beneficial to you too. So I have 4 children of my own. They've all grown and they've left the nest now and they're having families of their own. So now I'm a grandmother. But I also did therapeutic treatment care for a lot of years for troubled teens. And these youth, ages 12 to 18, would come to my home and they would have a variety of processing differences. Some people had ASD, there was ODD, ADHD, ADD, RAD, FAS, all the letters of things. There was kleptomania, compulsive lying, anger control issues, attachments issues, sensory issues, bipolar, you name it. Those types of children were coming to my home for treatment. And I gotta tell you something, those years of doing treatment for those troubled children, while at the same time parenting 2 of my 4 children, were actually easier than the years I was just parenting my 2 oldest children. Why? How could that be? How could taking in these difficult behaviors be easier for me than just having 2 little cute little ones, little toddlers that were doing cute little things? That brings me to the point I want to make in this video. Now, if you subscribe to this channel, you know that this whole channel is about tips. So I could go on forever. And there's videos about literally everything under the sun just about at this point on this channel, just in an effort to help you find the joy in parenting. But that's the thing I want to talk about today. Did you know that the way you think about parenting, the way you think about your role with your children makes all of the difference in your interactions, in your happiness, in your family outcomes? The way you process it as a parent is the power. So I teach self-government. What is self-government? Self-government is being able to determine the cause and effect of any given situation and possessing a knowledge of your own behaviors so that you can control them. So on this channel, on my Teaching Self-Government podcast, on my website, in all the books that I've written, it's all about you taking responsibility for you. And people say, yes, I want my children to have that. If they would just self-govern and take responsibility for themselves, my life would be so much better. That is the wrong mindset. It might be true, but it's also the wrong mindset. That type of a mindset suggests that the children are a burden, that teaching the children are a burden, that it's no fun, that you don't like it, that you would rather do something else like get your nails done or eat chocolate. And I do love chocolate. The nails, that's a whole other situation. Of course there's things that we enjoy, but who says that we can't enjoy our children? Who came up with that? That's like this social norm. It's passed around on social media, in text, as people talk, at parties at the church, in neighborhoods, and on the soccer field. Why is that a thing that we are continually perpetuating in our society? It creates dissatisfaction in the most beautiful relationship a person ever has, and that's with their own family, with their child. A child that loves them no matter what. Even if they had a bad day and they lost their temper and everything else, they'll forgive again and again and again until they get old enough and they're tired of it. But that child loves the parent no matter what. They think they're the perfect person in their life, even if they're not. Why would we teach a parent to hate that? to think of it as a burden? Is it just because there are hard things in parenting? Parenting is hard. I would say it's one of the hardest things a person ever does, but it's definitely the most rewarding too. And at the end of the day, when you're an old woman and your children have left the nest, you know what you want more than anything? To just hear from them, to just call them on the phone and talk to them, to know they're okay, and to have those little moments where you have regular conversation and you just connect. That's what you want. And when you have a moment when you haven't talked to them for a while and you think, oh no, where are they? I need to talk to them. You're missing that connection. Why would you spend all of those golden years of them growing up and learning from you and in your life every single day? Why would you spend that time hating it and then get to another phase of life and say, yes, this is the best, when I don't have to talk to them anymore? People call the older years the golden years. What a farce. You're spending your whole time thinking, that was so great from back then. Boy, I loved that time with them. And when you get together with them, what do you talk about? The old days, the times gone by. Those were the golden years. This other time, sure, you're going to do things. You're going to, have other purposes in life. I mean, here I am standing on YouTube and there's a lot of other things I do. It's not that my life is sad or without purpose, but my most important time of raising those children, my most important time is now in the past. And I will always remember that. So there was a time when I was feeling worn out, okay? I'm waking up in the night. There's bad behaviors, there's things, there's whining, there's tantrums, there's stuff, with these little children, these two little children. Little did I know, they don't get easier as time goes by. But at this time, I thought, I'm so tired. And I thought, me, what do I get? And then suddenly, after doing just a little bit of treatment foster care, once we brought these youth into my home, I recognized I was looking at this all wrong. I get to do this. God picked me. What a sacred duty. I get to script the lives, the hearts, the minds of other people. That's powerful. And I get to do it. It's more powerful than any other thing you ever do. And I was chosen because that child came to me. So I decided every time I was going to correct them, I was going to love it. Because that's what I was meant for. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm in this family. So I wasn't going to spend my time hating the thing that leaves my legacy, the thing that makes me valuable to every other person in my life that I care about most. Why would I hate that? It's so backward. It's so messed up. It's like our whole society is suffering from a paradigm problem. So what can we do in our society? Let's teach people that there's something that they can do to solve their problems that doesn't involve anger, frustration, hate of who they are and the other people around them. Even if it's hard some days, let's give people some tools that they need. That's what I'm all about. So I would like to give you some tools. If you've enjoyed this video and our little chat about that one thing that could make all the difference, which is the way you see your family and yourself, if you decide to like it or not, I'm pretty sure you're going to like the skills that I give you next. So there's a video, and it's a full class here on this channel. It's called The Not So Known Secret for Parenting Success. And it's going to go into some of the skills and principles of self-government that will help you have better days, help you love it more, because you won't have to power struggle anymore. Click on the link to that video now. I'll see you there.